Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! This is such a wonderful time of year, and it's even more wonderful because I got to spend it with each and every one of you, because we got to share in our stories about why we're fans of Descendants of Zombies. Stories that undeniably have brought us that much closer together and made us the best of friends. And an experience that I know, deep within my heart, I will never ever forget. And it has everything to do with how much love and support you guys have shown from the very first video for this YouTube channel that was ever uploaded here. I never knew how many subscribers were going to love every video I ever uploaded about Descendants of Zombies. I never knew how I was going to achieve acceptance from fans of Descendants of Zombies, but I did. And I consider it the greatest honor of my life because I not only got to talk about Descendants of Zombies, I had the honor of meeting thousands of people who love Descendants of Zombies so much. And I've celebrated that with each and every one of you. This has been the greatest year of my life, and I just need you guys to know that and understand that this has been the greatest year of my life because of each and every one of you. Because of how we all came together because of this undeniable passion that we shared in for Descendants of Zombies. We showcased how powerful these franchises were, how dedicated and how beautiful these stars were, and how far they have come in such a short amount of time. A journey that I have enjoyed being on and experiencing with each and every one of you. A journey that I will never ever forget because I can't even remember a time when anything had such a profound impact on my life, quite like Descendants of Zombies. You know, the greatest honor in the world is to record videos about Descendants of Zombies for a supportive niche. And you guys are incredibly supportive. You are beyond supportive, and you are beyond words that I could express towards gratitude for each and every one of you for the love and support that you have continuously and forever and always shown for this YouTube channel. You guys are incredible, and I will forever and always support each and every one of you for how much you believed in these franchises, and how much you believed in your favorite stars and all these moments that have made you a fan of Descendants of Zombies, that has brought you to this moment. So because everything that's happened for Descendants of Zombies over at least the last 10 years, for the part of 7 years at least, I've just wanted to honor that. And I wanted to celebrate every moment that have made you fans of Descendants of Zombies, that have made you proud to call yourself fans of Descendants of Zombies. And the most effective way and the most powerful way of doing that is by showing your favorite stars the respect they've deserved for a very long time, which you don't always see in every video that's ever uploaded about Descendants of Zombies, because every night there is a new video, regardless if it's AI or some fake trailer or some teaser or some update that people are professing to give you about Descendants of Zombies. I've just wanted to be here to celebrate Descendants of Zombies. And somehow or some way, there's always been something associated with my voice having talked about this franchise, expressing a passion that I've discovered for Descendants of Zombies, along with every other franchise that I was a fan of from whatever generation that I could remember being a fan of and really had an honor to experience. Because I remember being a part of every generation of Disney, and I felt so honored to be a part of it and to experience it with so many wonderful fans. I've been a fan of a Goofy movie, I've been a fan of Boy Meets World, I've been a fan of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, I was a fan of Aladdin, which you guys know, I was a huge fan of Hercules, I was a fan of everything that Disney promoted. And that generation that was represented by stars like Selena Gomez, Miley Cyrus, Demi Lovato, the Jonas Brothers, I could never say enough good things about it because I believed in promise for a foreseeable future. And if I was going to say anything nice about your favorite stars, it was going to be heard and seen on this YouTube channel. I know that a lot of people put a lot of work and dedication into their videos, and they say you need this or you need that to really make an effective video, to really put your message across about Descendants of Zombies, per se. People say you need ring lights and expensive cameras. Sure, you need an expensive camera, but you don't really need a ring light. All you need is heart. Because if you have heart and you can showcase heart and a passion unlike anybody else ever could, and you can present the story for what it's worth, your video really goes the distance, and it will forever and always succeed in touching the hearts of people who are fans of Descendants of Zombies. I am a living, breathing example of how far a video can have an incredible reach, and how much of a profound impact it can have on a person's life. I never needed any special effects, I never needed a ring light, I just needed a cool camera and a professional microphone, and I just wanted to push record. I never know what I'm going to say in every video that I ever upload about Freya, Sky, Kylie Contrell. I just wanted to show them support and a lot of heart and a lot of dedication. Because a lot of heart and a lot of dedication really goes a long way and can really have a profound impact on a person's life. Because what I get from Freya Sky all the time is this appreciation, this appreciative vibe, which I can never seem to get enough of. And I really wish more stars of this generation, like, say, Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, would possess. Because I really do believe that Freya Sky is appreciative of every moment that she's ever had the honor to be a part of with each and every one of you and to share in with each and every one of you. So I've always believed that if we're going to say anything about these moments that Freya Sky has shared in with each and every one of you, we should celebrate these moments, because attending the Worlds Collide Tour and seeing your Descendants of Zombie stars for the first time ever live and in person was an experience that really changed your lives. So because it was an experience that changed your lives, don't you think you want to watch a review of Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide that actually makes sense and actually brings meaning to the franchises to give you hope for the foreseeable future? Which is why I wish more YouTube creators would have taken it upon themselves to have the honor of showcasing the Worlds Collide Tour, because many of them had the honor of attending the Worlds Collide Tour for every venue of the 43 arena dates that were scheduled. There was a critic in every crowd. There was a critic to be seen or to be heard. And they wanted their voice to be heard over every fan of Descendants of Zombies. But you guys constantly outshine them, which I can never say thank you enough for. Because of your ability to outshine every critic, your voices were heard more than ever before, because you felt very passionate about these moments that you got to share in with your friends, with your family, moments that you will never ever forget. Because I really do believe that moments like these only happen once in every lifetime. So because moments like these only happen once in every lifetime, like my dream of wanting to be President of the United States, which is a different story for a different time over Descendants of Zombies, I think that you guys deserve to have these moments celebrated. I don't think you deserve to watch a video of the Worlds Collide Tour where criticism is seen through a 12-minute long video, and that's all you get out of every video that's uploaded. And people reviewed everything they could get their hands on, or they could even think about, from the quality of the merch, the overpriced tickets, which started at $200. You know, $200 is a reasonable price for a ticket for the Worlds Collide Tour. I mean, you take a look at the special effects, and the presentation, and the choreographing, and the star power. It was definitely worth $200. I would have sacrificed it if I ever had the opportunity. And I would have loved to have attended the Worlds Collide Tour with each and every one of you, not just to experience Descendants of Zombies for what it was worth, just to have the honor to meet so many incredible fans of Descendants of Zombies who have felt inspired more than they ever have because of this franchise. Because Descendants of Zombies presented me with a chance, not just an honor to be heard and seen by more people than ever before, a chance to meet so many wonderful people and to become friends with those people and to really understand an audience. Because before ever somebody records a video about Descendants of Zombies, they've really got to have a greater appreciation for when it comes to understanding your audience. Because when you can understand your audience and you can win over Descendants of Zombies fans, you really won the hearts of people who are special, who will never ever quit on you, who will never fail to say the words "I love you." And the words "I love you" really go further in a world that needs to hear it more often, I've always believed. And I think that the passion that we've had and carried with us for Descendants of Zombies is something that is truly undeniable. And it deserves to be shown respect along with your favorite stars who have really come the distance and really come a long way. Because when you think Freya Sky, I mean, Freya Sky was just 15 years old when she was picked up by the Disney company. I mean, Disney Co. saw something really special in Freya Sky that was truly undeniable. I've been a fan of Freya ever since her days on The Next Step, and that wasn't yesterday, but I saw something special in Freya, and I forever saw something special in Freya. So if I was going to upload a video with my thoughts in it about Freya Sky, it was going to be something nice that I could only hope was going to touch the hearts of a fan of Freya Sky just like I am, because I am speaking from the perspective of a fan. In every video that I've ever uploaded, I'm speaking from the perspective of a fan because I don't know any other way to be. With me, what you see is what you get. And if I tell you I live near a soda plantation and a chemical plant which I'm living in fear of that could explode at any given moment, I'm having to listen to the radio every night on iHeartRadio to find out if the chemical plant is going to explode, you would best believe that I live near a chemical plant and a soda plantation that could explode. Because if one's going to upload a video about Descendants of Zombies, they don't only have to upload a video about Descendants of Zombies, they have to live their life like Descendants of Zombies. And I have taken great pride in doing that. I may have found this house on real estate and moved in and never left since, thinking it was haunted because I hear a lot of creepy noises in the nighttime. But that's what makes it so fun living here. Ever since I moved into this house, I wanted to create videos to inspire people. I didn't necessarily think it was going to be on Descendants of Zombies. Consequently enough, I found a house near a soda plantation and a chemical plant that I know could explode, and I'm living my life in fear of exploding, but that's what makes it so fun. Knowing that you can touch the hearts of somebody who is a fan of Descendants of Zombies, who may be watching your video, who may have found your thumbnail and taken a chance on you and clicked on it. Because of you, this YouTube channel has become the most popular Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel in the world, and I have each and every one of you to thank for that. I can never seem to express how thankful I am for every fan and every follower that I've ever had, because this is really incredible. Because I can remember a time when this YouTube channel had 5 subscribers, and then I started talking about Descendants of Zombies. I took a chance on Descendants of Zombies more than anything else I ever took a chance on. I didn't anticipate any particular response or any specific number of followers. I just shot for the stars, and I seem to have been shooting for the stars ever since. Because when we talk about a future for zombies, I mean, people want to believe there is a future for Zombies 5. So can we at least give them hope that Zombies 5 is going to happen, with or without Meg Donnelly? I think Freya Sky and Malachi Burton are going to do a fabulous job with this franchise. I think this story is far from over. So because I think this story is far from over, I think one should believe more than they ever have that Zombies 5 is going to happen, and that's precisely what I'm here to ensure. Along with the future for Descendants of Zombies being secured, I'm here to ensure legacies are seen and followed through with for your favorite Descendants of Zombies stars, because you see, I've always wanted to leave behind a legacy. I never ever knew what I wanted to be remembered for, but I wanted to be remembered for something, if not the greatest of all time, something near that at least. And I know more than ever before, because my voice has always been associated with Descendants of Zombies, I have a greater chance of going down in history for being one of the greatest of all time, having everything to do with your guys' love and support, because we are here because of Descendants of Zombies. And I know that people are trying to get your hopes down about something happening for Zombies 5, saying the release date looks as late as 2028. I don't know if I've ever believed that or not. I know that so many people YouTube the release dates, the release windows for Descendants 5, Book of Wonderland, and Zombies 5 every night, and I really wish I had an answer for you guys, but we're looking at as late as 2027, 2028. Again, I don't know if I've ever believed that or not. We have to wait for a budget to drop, a script to be developed, more stars than ever before. I think really the stars have aligned for Zombies. Zombies was forever and always meant to be something special. I think Milo Manheim and Meg Donnelly looked at it as an opportunity to really shine brighter than ever before, and their stars in that constellation somewhere out there have shined undeniably brighter than ever before. So too can Freya Sky and Malachi Burton's. Because when you look at those beautiful duets in Zombies 4, Down of the Vampires, one in particular that comes to mind is Dream Come True. It was really a defining moment. It was really the introductory ballad into what these characters were going to mean and what they were going to represent to a franchise that still has a very long way to go. What we're setting up for here is a new trilogy, which means a new journey, a new era with new leads, and I know it's going to be very different for a lot of people who are fans of Meg Donnelly and Milo Manheim, and I get that. I know that a lot of people have been YouTubing Descendants 2 in recent days, so tomorrow I will honor you guys and I will upload videos dedicating one day specifically to Descendants 2, because I think about you guys a lot, and I think you guys have deserved way better videos about Descendants of Zombies for a very long time, and forgive me, I just wanted to be that guy to come through for you every single time, because I know how it goes. People promise you Descendants of Zombies videos that never seem to come to be, that never seem to surface. And what's up with that? They promise you a video about Descendants of Zombies after having uploaded one video about Descendants of Zombies, and 6 months passes, and weeks pass, and days pass, and months pass, and years pass, and they never seem to upload those videos. So in the very first video that I ever uploaded here on this YouTube channel, for those of you who have been subscribed to this YouTube channel for a very long time, I made a promise to each and every one of you that I wanted to follow through with and come through with every single time. And that promise was simply to upload at least one video about Descendants of Zombies for the rest of my life every day. And that's what I intend on doing. Because if I could upload videos about Descendants of Zombies for the rest of my life and touch the hearts of millions of fans of Descendants of Zombies who have drawn inspiration from these franchises every single time, taking something special away from it, I perceive it as the greatest honor of my life, just as Freya Sky has perceived it as the greatest honor of her life, and a chance to really make something of herself, to really make a name for herself, to become established in an industry that is forever and always changing. It is forever and always evolving. When you talk about entertainment, music, it's always changing. There's never a consistent flavor of music. It's always a flavor of a month, seemingly, when it comes to Ariana Grande, Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift. I just saw a promo for Taylor Swift's latest Eras tour, and Disney Plus is putting out a doc-series, so that's going to be really cool. But again, I think the spotlight is being dedicated to the same 3 or 4 celebrities all the time because of their hype, having everything to do with their popularity, their overwhelming popularity. I think that when Kylie Cantrell and Freya Sky seize these opportunities to celebrate moments like this with each and every one of you, they are moments worth talking about. So because they are moments worth talking about, and people like Freya are forever so appreciative of each and every one of you, I think we should honor that. And we should give people hope, if anything, for a foreseeable future, having everything to do with Descendants of Zombies. You know, the one thing I looked forward to coming home to spend Christmas with my family was also having the honor to meet each and every one of you and talk with you about Descendants of Zombies. Because even with how many people I've had the honor of meeting when it comes to Descendants of Zombies, I still have millions of people to meet. There are 600,000 fans of Descendants of Zombies on YouTube every night. And I would love for those 600,000 fans of Descendants of Zombies to subscribe to my YouTube channel one by one. Because your love and support for Descendants of Zombies is unlike anything I've ever experienced in my lifetime. I can remember a time when this YouTube channel had 5 subscribers, and night after night, I would put up 10, 15, 20 subscribers to a time. Numbers would vary, and this YouTube channel exploded. And it became the #1 Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel in the world, not because I had ring lights or professional cameras or professional microphones. It was all about how I presented my content and how I could tell a story better than anybody else ever could when it came to Descendants of Zombies. You guys remember that iconic book opening in the first Descendants movie where Mal told the story of how they lived in Oregon. They were isolated in the Isle of the Lost, and all they ever wanted was to achieve acceptance in a world they never ever thought that acceptance would be attainable. But eventually they did. You guys remember those iconic cartoony openings for zombies? I thought they were really cool, and I always wanted to be a part of the Zombies production team. I always wanted to be on the Zombies cast. I wanted to be a vampire slayer. I think that had a lot to do with how I was a fan of Van Helsing years ago, because it was a really kick-ass movie. But I always loved things that Zombies and Descendants represented, because if it represented anything, it represented hope and a second chance for everybody. I think that's a concept that people very quickly grasped and really quickly understood. Because the thing is, these people who will criticize Descendants and Zombies never seem to understand how quickly, no matter how young they are, people understand the concept and the emphatic message of either Descendants or Zombies. Zombies' message was acceptance. Descendants' message was kindness really goes a long way in this world. And the value of friendship is something that we never really necessarily take into consideration sometimes, because the 3 or 4 really good friends that we have for the rest of our lives that have forever and always remained with us is something that constantly has forever and always remained precious, because we never know how much time we have in this lifetime, along with how valuable time actually is, because it's a commodity. And I think that if we knew how much time we had, I don't think life would be that much exciting. But I think the greater appreciation for friendship and time and these concepts being allocated to for Descendants of Zombies was beautifully done. And there couldn't have been a more dedicated cast to really illustrating the profound impact that friendships, kindness, and time have on a people's perspective in life than the cast of Descendants of Zombies, because they did an extraordinarily fabulous job of giving this one life. And that has everything to do with why I am here, why I'm a fan of Descendants of Zombies, because you guys have made this YouTube channel into a profound success, and I have each and every one of you to thank for that. Many of you know that I have the biggest crush in the world on Ruby Rose Turner. Many of you know that I've supported Kylie Cantrell for forever. And I will continue to support Kylie Cantrell for forever, because I believe in Kylie Cantrell that much, just as much as each and every one of you do. I necessarily haven't agreed with her political point of view and her relationship status, having ended up in conversations they've never had any business being involved in, because I think Kylie Cantrell is someone who we should take more of a chance on. And I will continue to take more of a chance on Kylie Cantrell as the future progresses, because this future is something to be really excited about. I know that I get a lot of questions about if Zombies 5 will be seen on Disney Channel. It will be on Disney Channel, because that's been the home of Zombies and Descendants for forever, and been the home of very successful franchises like High School Musical and Hannah Montana for forever. Because Disney Channel has always been the home to celebrate these franchises and their legacies. I think Descendants and Zombies will forever and always remain on there. No matter how many crossover opportunities we have between Disney Channel and Disney Plus, I think the future is imminent for Descendants of Zombies more than ever before. So because the future is imminent more than ever before, this needs to be celebrated. And I am with you guys to the very end. No matter what these franchises become or what happens with these franchises in the very near future, You guys will forever and always have me out of love and support for your favorite stars and these moments that have forever and always defined you for being fans of Descendants of Zombies. Thank you guys so much for taking a chance on me when you probably never had to, but you did because you saw the good and the value behind every video that I ever uploaded, and you're the reason why this YouTube channel happens. You're the reason why I'm here. You're the reason why I've come home for the holidays, and for the very first time ever, I've had the chance to spend Christmas with the fans of Descendants of Zombies, which is an opportunity that I'm incredibly excited about. We're going to have a whole lot of fun on this YouTube channel, and if you are a fan of Descendants of Zombies, I think you're really going to love this YouTube channel because there is something here in the YouTube channel archives for everybody. I've had a passion unlike anybody ever has for Descendants of Zombies, and that's why I will go down in history for being one of the greatest of all time and really just being a fan of Descendants of Zombies just like each and every one of you. And you know something? Because there's nothing wrong with being a fan of Descendants of Zombies, I think that's cool. Whatever you're a fan of, whatever the reason is you found my YouTube channel, thank you so much. If you have yet to subscribe, I think you maybe want to think about that and get that out of the way right now because I have a lot to say where Descendants of Zombies goes. We will talk about Descendants of Zombies bright and early again tomorrow morning. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Keep Descendants of Zombies forever and always in your heart because we still have a long way to go because this story is far from over. Having said that, thank you so much for having watched this video.